Nothing changes if nothing changes. That's the title of this YouTube video, and that's why my channel even exists. Because if I never do it, I'll never find out if it worked, right? Like taking that leap of faith, whether that be starting a TikTok channel, this YouTube channel, or just anything, applying for that job application, right? And getting that job. You'll never know if it would have happened if you don't do it. And that's what I've like realized over the course of my life, right? If you don't take any actions, nothing will ever happen. You won't make any new memories, you won't make any new friends. You're not going to get that job ever if you don't ever do it. So that's why I decided to make this YouTube channel. It's just me testing it out. And because I've realized, right? Time doesn't stop. It's just going to keep moving on. It's going to move with or without you, and it's just going to keep moving forward. And within the next 5, 10 years, you're going to realize, wow, it just all passed by so quickly. And there was so many things you could have done. So that's why I'm doing this. Because I know in 5 to 10 years, it's going to be there or it's not going to be there, and it's up to me. So just to start, I think good context is I'm 20 now and about to turn 21, which is crazy. I know it's like crazy to me. And I'm halfway through college at Berkeley. And this summer, I actually was fortunate enough to land an internship with the job market as it is, right? And I'm able to get a internship that was remote. And I've just been alone in my room basically working every day. And so I've had a lot of time to reflect about just life, right? And I've realized that on paper, like for me, it might be fine. I have a good going to good school. I have a good internship, right? And my career is probably going to be fine no matter what happens. But this fine is the problem though, because I'm just like stuck on this like monotonous life, right? Of working every day, waking up, going to the gym, doing my job, and then going to sleep. And then just repeats over and over. So it's like I'm comfortable in this place, I guess. I guess you could say like it's not satisfied. I'm just content with where I'm at. And I feel like that's where a lot of people are at in their lives too, right? Where you're just living the day-to-day life, but you don't really actually live it, right? Like live it. And that's what I'm trying to change about myself. So that's what this YouTube channel is hopefully for, because I'm able to express my thoughts about anything like that I have on my mind currently or that I've had in the past, whatever's most pressing to me now. And whether anyone watches this or not is not an issue to me, because I think it's just an important way for me to speak out my thoughts and actually be able to internalize what I'm thinking, because I find it much more helpful to actually speak about what is happening. So it's like over these past couple, 2 years in college now, every single semester, I always talk to my friends about how it's going to go by really quickly, right? And in a blink of an eye, in a snap of a finger, it's like finals week and the school year's over. Every time at the end of the semester, I always tell my friend, it's like the semester passed by so quickly. And it's like life just keeps becoming shorter and shorter, I guess, right? And it's not even really a feeling because it's like true. Every year you live becomes a smaller fraction of your whole life, right? So like when you're 10, one year is 10% of your life. But now at 20, it's already 5%, and it just keeps getting smaller and smaller. And so while that's maybe a good thing in that you're like living more years, it becomes it gets to a point, right, where it's like this life you live each year may not feel as significant, and so you end up forgetting a lot of it. And within some certain amount of time, you're gonna feel like, wow, 20 years just passed by and it felt like five. And my goal, hopefully, is to live that year so that it actually feels like a year. How exactly? I'm not sure. So that's what this channel is about, right? I'm just kind of like speaking to myself, and hopefully I figure out what I want, right? So another reason why I decided to start this is because as much as like I'm content, right, with my current life, I feel like it could be so much better. And the one thing that made me realize this was the news the other day about the boat crashing in San Francisco, right, where a bunch of people died unexpectedly out of whatever happened, which is so unfortunate, right? And it's only reinforced this thought I've had that, well, not just my own thought, but like everyone's thoughts. Everyone knows this, that life is not guaranteed and tomorrow is not a guarantee, right? So that's why I just don't want to slave my whole life away and save it all for like later, right? I want to actually be able to enjoy it and not realize by the end of my life that, wow, I just missed out on so much. So that's why I'm taking action now, right? Hopefully this works out. And if it doesn't work out, it's okay because at least I gave it a shot. See, the thing is, it's like, I don't know, just living to for the future is so weird because you're assuming that you're like gonna get however much longer you're gonna live, right? Like the expected life is 70 years, something like that, right? But it could end all tomorrow and you'll have never known. And in a blink of an eye, you're dead. So I don't really want to defer my entire life to the retirement when I'm old too, and probably unable to do as many things as I would have wanted to. So that's why I'm doing it now. And that's another topic I guess I want to speak on is like taking it one step at a time, right? Because to change your life, you can't do everything all at once. One day is only one day. We live so long, right? Like as much as time flies by, each day is still not that long. So it's going to take a while for things to happen. So you got to do it one thing at a time, whether that be just joining a club or starting this YouTube channel or going out to the park and playing with your friends instead of saying no because you're too tired or something. I don't know. That's what I was, anything like that. And it's been this way for me quite big part of my life now, I guess. Yeah. Because I would say I'm more introverted, right? And I've always been more inclined to say no because I just rather be at home or just be by myself. But I'm really trying to change that this year. So my goal is to just meet as many new people as possible and create genuine connections, right? And making this video as well, like just talking to this camera. And obviously I'm not going to be great at it because this is my first time, but it's just something I need to do and just take action. And because if I don't do it, it's not going to happen, right? And these things compound over time and eventually it'll all work out, hopefully. So that's just this video. I think like I'll probably make more and hopefully those ones will be of better quality. And I will make more videos, actually, not probably, I will. So I was just like kind of talking into this camera, like you can tell, right? Like this is not scripted at all. Like I have like some couple of notes, but a lot of this is just off the top of my head, so it's not going to be a great video. But the point is, or the point that I want to make is that a year from now, this channel would have never existed if I never took this action today. What is it? July 22nd, 2026. And so that's what I'm trying to get across. Take that leap of faith because nothing changes if nothing changes.